Let's
Igneous
have a
rock.
short review of what we have discussed yesterday. So, what are the three types of rocks? What's the first one?
Igneous rock.
Igneous rocks. Number two,
Sedimentary rock.
sedimentary rocks. Number three,
Metamorphic rock.
metamorphic rocks. Okay, very good. So for number one, we have igneous rocks. There are also two types, which are the intrusive and extrusive igneous rocks, right? And we also define them as, okay, kindly read. 1, 2, 3, go. Intrusive, ready, go. Intrusive
Intrusive
rocks form when
rock.
magma moves up to low temperature areas and
Area. And
slowly cools
slowly
down
move
to
up
form
toward
rock.
rock.
Okay, while extrusive rocks form when magma is erupted from the Earth's surface and quickly cools down. Okay, slowly, intrusive, extrusive, quickly. Okay, we also learned that sedimentary rock form when small pieces of rocks and dead living things such as animals and plants compress and cemented below the ground. Those are sedimentary rocks. And then for the last one, the metamorphic rocks form when the three types of rocks like igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks are heated and squeezed and compacted below the ground. Okay? That is metamorphic rocks. Now, before we start with our new topic, okay, before we continue, we have to answer this one first on page 154 so that we can move on to another lesson, which is lesson 2. Okay, page 154, please. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, tell me if you're ready. So it says here, write numbers to match the sentences to the rocks. First thing we have to do, let's read number 1. Has, ready, go.
Has
Has
a
a rough surface and round shape. Okay, has a round surface and round in shape. Look, class, these are the three pictures of rocks. Can you see a rock which is in a round shape? Yes or no?
No.
No round shape. Very good. So let's leave number 1. Let's move on to number 2. Has a rough surface and full of holes. Is it first, second, or third? Choose between the three. Has rough surface and full of holes. First picture, second picture, or third picture?
First picture.
First picture. Very good. So you have to write number 2 on the first picture. Okay? Did you get it? What about number 3? Have large crystals with rough and shiny surface. Is it 2 or 3? I mean, second or third?
2. Second.
Second or third? It has large crystals with rough and shiny surface. Second or third?
Third.
The answer is? I already answered number, okay, never mind, I will just explain. So for number 4, made from limestone, it is hard and has no lines on it. So what is the stone that is made up of limestone? It is marble, right? There is no marbles in the picture. And for number 5, has a smooth surface and an animal remain called a fossil. Okay, as you can see here, there is a snail, right? A fossil of a snail. This is called fossil. Okay, that is why the answer is number 5. Okay, so the answer is first picture 2, second picture 5, third picture is 3. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, next. So for this afternoon, we're going to continue talking about the rock cycle, the life cycle of a rock. See, if humans have life cycle, animals have life cycles, plants have life cycle, rocks also have life cycle. I don't know, cycle, not life. Okay. So let's start with, so the cycle of a rock begins with metamorphic rocks. You can see this on page 161. Okay, as you can see here, we have metamorphic rocks. And then when a metamorphic rock is melted, okay, it will become magma. Okay, do you get it? I repeat. When metamorphic rocks are melted, they will form magma. That is the first step. First, melting. Next, number two. Number two is cooling and recrystallization. What does it mean? When magma is cooled and recrystallized, it will form what? It will form igneous rocks. Very good. It will form igneous rocks. So deep in the ground, metamorphic rocks are melted and they cool down to form igneous rocks. Number three class, we have weathering, erosion, and deposition. When igneous rocks breaks down into small pieces and they are eroded and deposited, they will form sediments. Okay, as you can see here, sediments are small pieces of rocks, fossils. Fossils are body parts of dead animals and plants. Okay, now after number three class, we have, okay, by the way, it's not only igneous rocks that can form sediments, but also metamorphic rocks. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now let's move on to sediments. Now, if these sediments, let's move on to the fourth step. Okay, if these sediments are compacted and cemented, they will form what?
Sedimentary rock.
Very good. They will form sedimentary rocks. Okay, that is the fourth step. Now, when sedimentary rocks are being squeezed and compacted together because of number 5, which is heat and pressure, they will form metamorphic rocks. I repeat number 5. Because of heat and pressure, sediments compact and join together to form sedimentary rocks. High heat and squeezing changes sedimentary into metamorphic rocks. Okay? Did you get that? Yes or no? Should I repeat?
Yes.
Okay. I will do it again in a simple way. Okay? By the way, it's not only sedimentary rock, but also igneous rocks can form metamorphic rocks. Okay, in a simple way, I have here the first step. Okay, look at this one. Look at the numbers, okay? The first step is melting. Okay? Melting. The metamorphic rock will melt and turn to magma. After that, number 2 is cooling. Okay, the magma is cooled down and it will become igneous rocks. Number 3, we have weathering, erosion, and deposition. When igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks are eroded and deposited, they will become sediments or small pieces of rocks. Okay, that is number 3. And for number 4, we have compaction and cementation. When sediments are compacted and cemented, they will form sedimentary rocks. And for the last one, which is the number 5, heat and pressure. Okay, when we say heat and pressure, the sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks are being heated and squeezed and compacted. They will form again metamorphic rocks. That is the cycle. When we say cycle, going in circle. Very good. Did you see that? Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the cycle of rocks. Now, let's proceed to the uses of rocks and materials. Okay, so rocks are important to us humans. Okay, and we use rocks in our everyday life. For example, in toothpaste. Do you brush your teeth? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Of course. Are you sure, guys?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Now, in toothpastes, we can see there is a fluoride in it. Fluoride is found in igneous rock. Okay? So, did you know that? Are you aware of that? The toothpaste contain fluoride, and fluoride is found in igneous rock. Okay, next we have quartz is found in sandstone, and it is used in making glass and sandpaper. Okay, this is glass and this is sandpaper. Okay, they are made from quartz, and quartz is a type of rock, I should say. Next, okay, have you seen like this before?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Even me, I also use this one. So this is made up of sandstone and it is used in sharpening blades, especially knives, right? Next, okay, what is this? How do you call this? These are
Go.
gold. Very good. These are jewelry made of gold. Now, class, did you know that gold can be found in many rocks? It is used in making jewelry and electronic devices. Okay, that is why there is what we call mining, because they mine gold, right? Next, granite is hard and colorful. It is used in making floor tiles. Okay, in your house you have tiles, right? Floor tiles, and those tiles are made up of rocks. Okay, now we also have marble. Okay, marble is hard and made from limestone. It is used in making sculpture. Okay, so those are the different uses of rocks. Okay, so that is very short. That is just a very short explanation. Now, before we have our activity class, can you, okay, let's have a review about the cycle of rocks. What is the first step? Can you give me the first step? What's the first step?
Melting.
Melting. Very good. Second step?
Cooling and crystallizing.
What? Cooling and crystallization. Number two, cooling and crystallization. Number three,
Weathering.
weathering, erosion, and deposition.
Deposition.
Very good. Number four. Number four is compaction and
And
se compaction and
cementation.
cementation. Very good. And the last one is heat and
Or
heat and pressure. Okay. Now give me one use of a rock. Can you give me
Teacher yes you stop teacher ทุกคนได้ยินเสียงครูไหมคะ
ได้ยินครับ
แล้วของทีเชอร์เป็นยังไงบ้างคะ
ได้ยิน
ค้างไหม
ค้างค่ะ
โอเคเดี๋ยวรอแป๊บนึงโอเค ได้ยินเสียงทิเชอร์ไหมคะ
ได้ยิน
ไม่ได้ยินค่ะ
ไม่ได้ยินค่ะ
Not hear teacher ได้ยินยังลูก
Can you hear me now?
ได้ยินแล้วค่ะ
Okay, okay. So let's start with our activities before we'll end. Okay, please open your book to page. What page is this? 165. 165.
ค้างอยู่ไหมคะ
Oh,
ทางค่ะ
okay. What about now? Okay? Okay? Okay, let's start with our activity. Is it recorded? Yes, it is recording. So, for this activity, number the processes of the rock cycle. Okay, as you can see here at the bottom, we have number 1, melting. Number 2, compaction and cementation. Number 3, cooling and crystallization. Number 4, heat and pressure. Number 5, weathering, erosion, and deposition. Now, we have here the cycle of rock. So you just have to number which is which. Okay? So number 1, class. Where are we going to write number 1, which is melting? Is it in between igneous rock and magma, or in between magma and metamorphic rocks?
Magma and metamorphic rock.
Very good. So you are going to write number 1 there. Okay? Okay. Now, you do number 2. Where should you write number 2? Compaction and cementation. Where should we put number 2? Is it here or here? First or second?
Second.
Second. Very good. Okay. Number 3, cooling and crystallization. What should we cool down? When this thing is cooled down, it will turn into igneous or rock. So where? Is it 1? You choose from the circles. 1, 2, or 3?
3.
crystallization นี่คือการตกผลึกนะคะ
Okay. Number 4, heat and pressure. Okay, we have two number 4 here. Heat and pressure. When these rocks are being squeezed and compacted because of heat and pressure, they will turn into metamorphic rock. So where? Here? Yes or no?
No.
Here? Yes or no?
No.
Here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, 2, 4. So we have igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are compressed because of heat and pressure. And of course, number 5, we have the 3 left circles. You write number 5. They are being break down into pieces and eroded and deposited, and they will become sediments. Okay. Finished?
Yes, good.
Finished?
Yes.
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 Okay. Now let's move on to part 2. Answer the following questions. Who can read number 1? Who can read number 1? Okay, please, Tonka.
Can rocks and minerals be used in everyday life? How?
Okay, can rocks and minerals be used in everyday life? Yes or no? The answer is?
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes, they can be used. But how? As I said a while ago, you should write the different uses of rocks. For example, I'm going to give one example. Fluoride is used in toothpaste. What else? What are the other uses? Give me one. Give me
Marble
more.
is used in sculpting.
Okay, marble is used in sculptures. Very good. You can write that one. You can write your own, but for me, I write here granite is used in floor tiles. Sandstone can be used to sharpen blades. You can add more. Okay, go. Okay, let me read number 2 for you. Are you finished? I will count 1 to 20. After 20, you should be finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed. Now, who will read number 2? Who will read number 2? Gam.
Me.
Gam. Gam. Is Gam here?
Yes.
Okay, Gam. Please read number 2. Go. Do. Go.
Do
Ex
exclusive
igneous rocks
is no rock and intrusive
Exclusive igneous
into
rocks form
from
differently.
different trees. How?
How? Okay, very good. Do extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks form differently? Yes or no? Do they form differently? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, they form differently. Yes, they do. But how? How do igneous rocks form and how do extrusive igneous rocks form and how do intrusive igneous rocks form? Okay, what is your answer? Okay, let's start with intrusive. How do intrusive igneous rocks form? You can see that on your book.
Lava quickly cooled down.
Magma slow cooling down slowly.
Okay. Intrusive igneous rocks form when magma moves up to low temperature areas and slowly, very good, it slowly cools down into rocks. Okay, while extrusive igneous rocks form when magma erupts into Earth's surface and wait and quickly cools down to form rocks. Okay, I'll count 1 to 20 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Finished? Are you finished?
No.
Not yet. Tell me if you're finished.
Finish.
Guy. Finish, Guy? Smile. Guy, smile. Hi, Chawa Corn, you just came in. Okay. Bunisa, finished? Nene,
Yes.
Nene finished?
No.
Nanapat, Bua, finish?
เสร็จยังคะ
Yes.
Okay. Bike, finish? Rain, finish? Okay. I think everybody's finished. Let's proceed to our homework. Okay, so for your homework class, that is on page 164, you have to draw a mind map, a diagram, or summarize what you have learned. Okay, listen. You can draw a rock cycle. You can draw the different examples of rocks. You can draw a volcano with a magma and with intrusive and extrusive rocks in it. You draw anything, or yes, you draw anything that you have learned from this lesson, from the past lesson and from this lesson. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
So do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? No questions. Okay, so if there are no questions, teacher, you have something to tell them? Okay.
มีคำถามไหมคะ
ไม่ครับ
การบ้านคือหน้า164แล้วการบ้านเมื่อวานคือหน้า166ทำเสร็จหรือยังคะ
เสร็จแล้ว
เราไม่ต้องถ่ายรูปส่งเนาะ เพราะว่าเดี๋ยววันที่มาเรียนค่อยมาส่งนะคะ ให้ไปเคลียร์การบ้านให้เรียบร้อยนะคะ ใครจดไม่ทันแล้วก็เข้าไปดูในคลิปย้อนหลังนะคะ
ครับ
Okay. If there are no questions, let's end here. Let's call it a day. What will you say to your teachers?
Thank you, teacher Yan and teacher
And
Gov.
teacher Golf. Thank you, students. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.